This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. The number of known coronavirus cases in the United States is now more than 800. 3 of those cases right here in Wisconsin.
We have team coverage tonight of the coronavirus, including the latest case here in Dane County, as well as what school officials are telling students about their spring break plans. Let's start with our Amy Reed, who's taking a closer look at the 3rd case in Wisconsin. Amy, the 2nd now in Dane County.
That's right. State health officials said both this case and the one from yesterday in Pierce County came after these 2 traveled to spots in the U.S. that are hotbeds for the virus right now. As a result, the Department of Health Services says travel to places where there is community spread of the disease should be avoided. That's in King County, Washington, where Seattle's located, also parts of New York City, Northern California, a few others. Right now, we in Wisconsin do not have community spread. That's when the disease is transferred within the community. But even if you aren't traveling, there are things you can do to minimize spreading the virus.
We need to begin to change our norms around shaking hands. We can use our elbow or just give a little bow and greet people with a warm smile, and that can help us avoid the kind of contact that will accelerate spread of flu-like illnesses.
Other big things we can do are continue to wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds and stay home if you're feeling sick. Right now, we aren't at a level where the virus is spreading within the community, and that's where health officials want us to stay.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, the Madison School District responding to the threat of COVID-19 by imposing a temporary out-of-state travel restriction on all school district-related staff and student travel. The district says this includes travel for meetings, conferences, field trips, or any other events outside of the state of Wisconsin. District officials say they have a team developing a plan on how the district will continue to respond to coronavirus if risk levels should increase.
UW-Madison Chancellor Rebecca Blank is telling students, staff, and faculty to reconsider traveling for spring break because of coronavirus.
The university's spring break starts this weekend. The chancellor says they shouldn't leave Dane County. Charlotte Deleste joins us with how students are reacting to this. Charlotte?
Eric and Susan, some UW-Madison students are going against the chancellor's advice to not travel during spring break over coronavirus concerns. Students we spoke with today said it was such short notice, and a lot of them say they are going to travel regardless. One student we spoke with says this is his final spring break of college, and he has no intention of canceling his trip.
I haven't really thought about canceling it because I know that my mom has been really wanting to see me, so I'm going to be going to Florida, and that'd be a shame if I weren't able to see my mom, and have a little bit of a break, from studies and such.
Students who do travel for spring break to a high-risk area are asked to self-quarantine for 2 weeks when they get back from their trip. But Holt said unless online classes are offered for those 2 weeks, students probably won't follow this rule either because they don't want to lose class attendance points.
Charlotte, thank you. 3 students at a university in Milwaukee are now in quarantine after having direct contact with a person who tested positive for coronavirus. School officials say students at Cardinal Stritch University were on spring break recently, and 3 students living on campus had direct contact with a coronavirus patient. The students did not attend classes or go to any common areas on campus upon returning from spring break. The students don't have any symptoms but are in isolation for the next 14 days.
Meanwhile, in California, thousands of passengers are finally getting off the Grand Princess cruise ship in California, heading to quarantine now. 19 crew members and 2 passengers on the cruise have tested positive. The ship has also been linked to 12 cases from a previous trip, including 1 death. Ron Weisberger and his wife Ava are suing the cruise line's parent company, saying the cruise continued to sail knowing that some passengers and crew had already been exposed to COVID-19.
We would have known, let's say, before we landed in the first port, we would have gotten off that ship.
Now in New York, the UN is actually closing its doors to visitors and preparing for the possibility of holding virtual Security Council meetings. That's something that's never happened before in the history of the United Nations.
Outside of China, Italy is the country with the most reported infections and deaths from the coronavirus. More than 10,000 people are infected and 631 have died. So in an attempt to stop the disease from spreading, the entire country is now in a lockdown. It's the most severe restriction restriction on movement in Italy since World War II. The Ivy League has canceled its men's and women's basketball tournaments because of concerns about the spread of coronavirus. The 4-team tournaments were scheduled to be played Friday through Sunday in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The Ivy League says it will award its automatic NCAA tournament bids to the regular season champions, the Princeton women and Yale men. The NCAA men's and women's Division I tournaments begin next week. The NCAA has said it plans to play its games at the planned sites as scheduled, with no adjustments to fan access, but it is monitoring the situation.
President Trump trying to reassure Americans he is taking steps to protect their health and the economy from coronavirus. President was on Capitol Hill discussing his proposals with Republican senators. He's pushing payroll tax relief, help for hourly wage earners, and aid to the cruise ship and airline industries.
We just had a meeting on stimulus, and you'll be hearing about it soon.
The way forward is the way we handled this last week, to come together, not pursue some sort of partisan agenda.
You know what doesn't help stop the spread of the coronavirus? More corporate tax cuts. We don't have enough tests. People can't determine if they're ill or not.
The head of the CDC told House lawmakers Tuesday lack of funding has hampered the federal government's response to coronavirus. The president's press secretary announced the president has not been tested for coronavirus, even though he has come in contact with 5 people who are now self-quarantining. Strong day of gains on Wall Street. The roller coaster rolls on Wall Street. The Dow gaining back more than half of Monday's losses. The Nasdaq jumped almost 400, and the S&P 500 added 136.
To weather now, it was a sunny day today, but we might see a little light rain or snow later tonight. Let's check in with Gary. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Susan. Skies have been sunny for much of the day today, but there are clouds out to the west of us, and we will see some rain and snow develop later on tonight. The low clouds moved out early this morning. We've had bright sunshine all day, and now some clouds are starting to move in from the west out of Minnesota and northern Iowa, and there is some light rain and snow that's showing up. You can kind of tell where that dividing line is, right along the Minnesota-Iowa state line, and that would take it right across southern Wisconsin, so we could see a mixture of rain and snow, not expecting any accumulation. Temperatures will be too warm for that. We'll see those readings drop into the upper 30s by early tomorrow morning. So while we may see some snow mixed in with the rain, nothing should stick to the ground. And for tomorrow, once the showers end in the morning, we'll see some sunshine return in the afternoon. That'll bring our high temperature back up to 50 degrees. We'll see mild weather on Thursday, a little cooler weather for Friday and Saturday. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. A second trial for an Iowa County man accused of killing his stepfather continues today. On the stand was the wife of the victim and mother of the defendant.
Our Gabriella Becerra was in the courtroom and shares why the judge says this testimony was unusual.
After Austin Valdez's first trial, his mom, Melanie Reeson, died. In the courtroom today, a script of her testimony from that first trial was read by an investigator. Defense questioned Reeson on multiple physical incidents leading up to the night of her husband's death, as well as what happened that day. Although Reeson admits that her husband hurt her physically on multiple occasions, she says she didn't want others to know about her business because it was embarrassing.
Is it embarrassing to have the details of your relationship with him aired in public?
Yes, of course it is.
So at least publicly anyway, you insisted that he was not a wife beater.
Yes.
And that your relationship with him was not abusive.
Yes.
But that wasn't necessarily true.
Correct. In her testimony, Reeson says she answered questions to the best of her ability in the days following the shooting. By the time of the trial, Reeson said she had regained some of that memory. Jurors did get a chance to hear from Reeson herself today when a recording of her first interview with detectives was played in the courtroom. In Dodgeville, Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
The court continued to hear witness testimonies for the remainder of the day.
The Verona substitute teacher accused of inappropriately touching a student could face another charge. Jail records show 30-year-old Dustin Shallard could face another charge of second-degree sexual assault of a child. That charge was added to his inmate record on the Dane County Sheriff's Office website. Shallard was arrested Saturday after an investigation into multiple reports of, quote, concerning behavior at Badger Ridge Middle School. Police say several students also reported Shallard braided the hair of some female students even after they told him to stop.
The man accused of making threats after a work dispute has been charged. 28-year-old Mark Moffitt was charged with disorderly conduct and bail jumping today in Dane County Court. Madison police say Moffitt works at the AC Hotel in downtown Madison and had a disagreement at work and then made statements to 2 co-workers that he wanted to harm others and possibly himself. Some of the threats were made through text messages and Facebook messages. passenger.
The sentencing hearing for a man who killed 4 people while driving under the influence started today in western Wisconsin. Colton True had huffed aerosol fumes in November 2018 before hitting a Girl Scout troop along the side of the road. Those girls and their parents were picking up litter. 3 Girl Scouts and a mother were killed. True was found guilty of 4 counts of homicide by intoxicated driving in December. He faces a prison sentence of up to 165 years. The sentencing hearing could last 3 days as dozens are set to testify during these proceedings.
We're hearing for the first time from Madison's incoming superintendent, Dr. Matthew Gutierrez, since he was selected back in January. The district hosted a news conference this afternoon at Glendale Elementary School. One question that was addressed was a letter that Black community leaders sent to the Madison School District 2 weeks ago stating they have little confidence Dr. Gutierrez can adequately respond to the concerns of Black students. Gutierrez says he has absolute respect for those community leaders and their contributions to Madison and the education community.
I expect people to question me. I expect that accountability. But I do also ask that people take a look at my experience and to take the time to really watch the public forum, because I was the only candidate that really celebrated and acknowledged the work of Black excellence that this school district has been committed to for a number of years.
Gutierrez says he will return in June and July for a listening and learning tour. He says Black community leaders who sent the letter will be one of the first groups that he takes time to sit down and listen to.
6 Wisconsin Badger wrestlers are heading to the NCAA tournament. 133-pounder former NCAA champ Seth Gross, 141-pounder Tristan Moran, 149-pound Lancaster native Cole Martin, 165-pounder Evan Wick, 184-pounder Johnny Sebastian, and heavyweight Trent Hilger will all be making trips to Minneapolis for the Wrestling Championships, and that tournament will start March 19th. Ahead on News 3 now at 5, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden canceling rallies tonight in Ohio, and you can probably guess why.
And coming up tonight at 6, a 15-month-old girl has died, allegedly at the hands of her mother's boyfriend, who was supposed to be taking care of her. What police are saying about the homicide at 6.
Look at what just $10 a month will get you when you spend $5.99. A classy bedroom set, all 4 pieces, only $10 a month. 5-year financing on purchases of just $5.99 or more. And get free shipping with no minimum, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Wouldn't it be nice to not have to deal with your messy gutters anymore? Leave that nasty chore in the rearview mirror with a new Leaf Guard gutter system. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how Leaf Guard's patented design keeps leaves and debris out so you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. And now is the best time to get Leaf Guard. Take 50% off installation labor, get free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your Leaf Guard purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
Shop our wide selection of home safety and security products at Menards. Over 50 in-stock Kidda products are on sale. This smoke alarm has a 10-year sealed-in battery, just $14.99. Add extra security to your home with this Swan HD motion-activated floodlight security camera. It has free recording and cloud storage. Control it all with your smartphone. Right now, it's just $159.99 during Menards Think Spring Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, the paper says energy costs are about to increase.
Good thing we had those new windows installed.
Yes. Cheers to saving money.
We hear that a lot here at Mad City Windows. Thousands and thousands of satisfied customers. We keep the cold out in the wintertime with our Eco Sky windows, only from us here at Mad City, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Take a look at the extra coatings, the low E. Give your home an energy upgrade. And now will be a great time to call during our Slam Dunk Sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. No payments and no interest for 18 months. A bonus $500 in Mad City cash to use towards your window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And a bonus, call during this program, get a $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Here's the number, 608-338-1616, 608-338-1616.
Backed by popular demand at Slumberland, look at what $10 per month will get you. A Sealy luxury firm queen mattress with this modern upholstery base, $10 a month. Pay no interest for 5 years when you spend $5.99 or more. Look at what $10 will get you at Slumberland.
Tonight at 6, Janesville police say the baby who was found severely injured in the care of the mother's boyfriend has died. And there's another confirmed coronavirus case in Dane County. We'll have the latest details from state health officials at 6.
They look like legitimate political ads on your timeline. In reality, they're proof of Russian interference.
They tried to sow the division and then tried to suppress the vote.
Are you their next target? Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders have canceled campaign events tonight in Ohio amid coronavirus concerns.
More than 300 delegates are up for grabs tonight as Democrats face off in primaries across 6 states. Senator Sanders showed up at 2 Michigan polling locations, looking to rev up support and repeat his 2016 success there. Former Vice President Biden currently leads in Michigan polls. The state with the largest delegate prize tonight is Michigan. A number of voters had to pick a new candidate after Elizabeth Warren and Michael Bloomberg dropped out last week.
Back in Wisconsin, Governor Evers is proposing a package of legislation designed to control spring flooding, even though the state assembly has adjourned until January. Those bills proposed today would cover a portion of local government's cost to repair highways and bridges and allocate another $10 million to help local governments build structures to collect stormwater and groundwater. It would also create an income tax deduction for flood insurance premiums and increase borrowing authority for a state program that funds local conservation activities. The bills will likely go nowhere. Assembly Republicans adjourned their 2-year session last month and are not expected back until January.
Warmer weather is allowing Madison street crews to park the plows and focus on a different issue, potholes. Right now, crews are out trying to make your drive into work as smooth as possible by fixing potholes. Crews are quickly patching up as many as they can. We caught up with a city crew that says their work is pretty much split between high traffic areas and residential neighborhoods.
It's pretty even. There are some, worse roads. The main drags, we try to hit right away and then get those covered. And then we'll go into residential like we are now and go street for street and fill in every little thing we can.
And the crews say the mix of asphalt and oil should hold until more permanent repairs can be made. But for now, crews say the work patching potholes beats sitting in a plow truck.
Yeah, most of that snow is gone. Let's look at your first warm weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Any more snow possible anywhere, Gary?
Well, we could see a mix of rain and snow tonight, but I don't think anything will stick to the ground because temperatures, for the most part, will be above freezing. You can see on Doppler track, there's some light snow across Minnesota, mainly light rain across Iowa, so that dividing line is kind of right in the middle here, and that would track right across southern Wisconsin. So areas north of Madison will be a little more likely to see a little bit of snow that might briefly stick to the ground, but with temperatures quickly rising above the freezing mark, if they even get that cold at all tonight, there should not be much in the way of any kind of accumulation. Rain, though, we might be looking at around 0.2 of an inch to about 1/4 of an inch of rain overnight. Fortunately, that's light enough that it shouldn't pose too much of a problem. And then we're also looking at some more showers on Thursday that might bring in an additional 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rain. So we're keeping a close eye on the rain gauges because with the ground still very saturated from the melting snow, any additional heavy rainfall could lead to flooding. As far as snow is concerned, this is what the computer models are pointing out. Less than an inch of snow well north of Madison. And again, a lot of that just may melt on contact. Otherwise, it's only the far northern part of the state that really has any widespread snow on the ground. And even that's down to a couple of inches. And that will continue to melt over the next few days with temperatures above freezing much of the time. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We'll see a rain or a mix of rain and snow tonight into early tomorrow morning. Then we'll see some sunshine by tomorrow afternoon, bringing temperatures up to around 50 tomorrow and into the 50s on Thursday, so some mild weather for a couple more days. And then we'll see some more showers on Thursday as a cold front comes through, and that'll drop temperatures back closer to normal for Friday and Saturday. As we look at weather track out in the Pacific Ocean, we're starting to see the effects of spring. You get into a more spring-like pattern when you see these larger storm systems line up along the jet stream. A big storm system heading toward the Gulf of Alaska that eventually move eastward toward the United States. And we'll see a fairly active weather pattern through the middle part of next week. There's also a big storm system off of the California coast, bringing rain into California, some showers into Arizona, and then that's changing to snow in the mountains. But across the rest of the country, things are pretty quiet other than the showers moving through the eastern part of the country and our little rain and snow system that'll zip through tonight into tomorrow morning. But as we take a look at at the surface weather map, high pressure is located just to our east. So these showers are really going to weaken as they push eastward because the air is still fairly dry here. But eventually, they'll swing by tonight, and as they move on through, look for them to clear up by tomorrow morning, and we'll see some sunshine return by tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures right now in the 40s in far northern Wisconsin, upper 40s here in southern Wisconsin. Temperatures around 50 a little farther to our south. The high temperature trend over the next 10 days, you can see 50s expected the next couple of days. Then we drop into the mid to low 40s for the end of the week. That might bring our temperatures close to normal, at least on Saturday, and then we're back up above normal with a more active weather pattern as we head into next week. And that'll bring some off and on rain chances, maybe even a few spring-like thunderstorms as the official start to spring starts on Thursday of next week. 50 for the high temperature tomorrow. Any lingering rain and snow showers overnight will come to an end, and then we'll turn partly sunny in the afternoon. On future track, the clouds will move in for tonight. Here come the rain and snow showers, but by morning, they're already shifting off to the east. We'll see clouds through the morning, we'll see some sunshine in the afternoon. High temperatures will be up around 50. For tomorrow night, look for partly cloudy skies, maybe a few showers developing north and west of Madison. Low temperatures dropping into the upper 30s and low 40s, and then those showers move on through on Thursday. It's actually the cold front, because notice the wind shift to the west later on in the afternoon. High temperatures will reach the middle 50s, but as we take a look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, we drop to the middle 40s on Friday, even though we have mostly sunny skies. Saturday, 43, a chance for some showers, and mainly in the afternoon, and then we warm back up into the 50s next week. We'll see some shower chances on St. Patrick's Day, showers Wednesday, showers, maybe a few thunderstorms on the first day of spring Thursday, and a few more showers on Friday. As we take a look at First Warren traffic right now, there's the view of the Beltline at Park Street. Traffic moving pretty steadily in both directions. Might be a little slower on the eastbound side. Otherwise, we're seeing delays from about Monona Drive on the eastbound side to around Park Street. Westbound, we're seeing some delays from around Fish Hatchery Road back to around John Nolan Drive. Actually, pretty quick travel times today. 20 minutes on the eastbound Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate. Only 14 minutes going back on the westbound side. And then heading out of Madison, 25 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990 southward. 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12. Also 16 minutes to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warren traffic.
Thank you, Gary.
Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, we'll break down the risks and warning signs of something called avoidant restrictive food intake disorder by children. That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can plunge you into deep, depressive lows. Take you to uncontrollable highs. Or make you feel both at once. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1 symptoms? Ask about Vraylar. Some medications only treat the lows or the highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1. Full spectrum relief of all symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction. Or uncontrollable muscle movements may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Metabolic changes may occur. Movement dysfunction, restlessness, sleepiness, stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
You know, when it comes to windows, a lower U factor means better insulation that holds in the heat. And here at Mad City Windows, our Eco Sky windows have a U factor as low as 0.17. One of the lowest U factors in the industry, if not the lowest. You're going to be amazed at the difference. Listen to Larry.
I'd say at least 20%. And we can already tell with the heating, no cold drafts, perfect windows.
It's not too late to get those old windows out and put new windows in from Mad City Windows and take advantage of our slam dunk sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. No payments and no interest for 18 months. And a bonus $500 in Mad City cash to use towards your window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And if you call now, you get a bonus, a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your in-home estimate.
So I just got the PF Black Card for no enrollment fee. Really? Yeah, I get all the perks. Like what? Like a free guest. Hey, Carl. And I can work out at any Planet Fitness anywhere. Like while I was just on vacation.
Aloha.
Wow. And massage chairs. I'm in.
Yeah, she is.
Get it all with the PF Black Card. 0 down, $22.99 a month. Deal ends March 16th.
5 Madison area locations. Offer expires March 16th. Stop in and see us today.
It happened so fast. I was thrown to the ground. His hands were around my neck, choking me. I escaped with my life, only to be left in the dark by the justice system. I felt pushed aside, like I didn't matter. My abuser had more rights than I did. We can change that. Marcy's Law will give victims a voice and guarantee we have equal rights. Stand up for crime victims. Vote yes on additional rights for crime victims.
Now, for those of us who've spent time with young children, we all know their food choices can sometimes be a bit interesting.
That's a good word, but when it comes to their well-being, when is it just a phase or when is it much more? In today's Health Minute, Meredith Wood breaks down the risks and warning signs of avoidant restrictive food intake disorder.
ARFID can sometimes mask itself as a child being a picky eater. But when children start to experience significant weight loss or their physical growth is affected, medical professionals warn it can be much more.
It's very unique in that it seems to come up in younger childhood and really doesn't have anything to do with the child wanting to lose weight. It's just that they have a hypersensitivity often to textures and tastes and smells of food that causes them to not be interested in food, and as a result, they are restricting their food intake.
Paige Love, a registered dietitian who treats kids with ARFID, says almost every patient she sees eats the same limited diet.
Macaroni and cheese pizza, chicken nuggets, and usually chicken nuggets from a particular place, French fries, cheese quesadillas, or, a grilled cheese sandwich.
So children may experience vertical growth, but can be severely underweight and not producing muscle. Slowed reactions, anxiety disorders, and a fear of social situations a lot of times go hand in hand with ARFID diagnosis.
If kids just aren't having a normal progression of being open to trying other foods, and it starts to impact their growth, those to me are the big red flags that parents should be aware of and be talking to their pediatricians about.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
And we'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Take 50% off installation labor, get free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. We know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to people my age, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
You wouldn't accept an incomplete job from anyone else, so why accept it from your allergy pills? Flonase relieves your worst symptoms, which most pills don't. Get all-in-one allergy relief for 24 hours with Flonase.
Dramatically change the environment of an entire room with the addition of new bay. Bow are picture windows from Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler, Mad City Windows. Our windows, the Eco Sky windows, have durable Polytech frames. We're going to give your home an energy upgrade, less wear and tear on the replacement expenses for your heating and air both winter and summer. And you can count on us to do the job on time and on budget and during our Slam Dunk Sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. Look at this, no payments and no interest for 18 months. And a bonus, $500 in Mad City cash to use towards window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And if you call now, last chance in this program, you get a bonus, a $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Give us a call today. Check us out online at MadCityWindows.com. Don't miss out on these special savings. Call today.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, coronavirus cases rise. A U.S. city sets up a containment zone with the National Guard called in. We went to Capitol Hill today to ask the president why have so few people in the U.S. been tested. Plus, America decides. Democrats face off in 6 states how the coronavirus may affect voter turnout. And tonight, something to smile about, how one university is saying goodbye to a beloved 4-legged teammate. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Is there a little bit of light rain on the radar?
Rain, even a little bit of snow, but nothing that will stick to the ground. You can see that out to the west of us. That'll move through pretty quickly tonight and be gone by early tomorrow morning. Those temperatures, though, staying above freezing, so I'm not expecting anything to really stick to the ground. Tomorrow, the showers lend. We'll see some sunshine in the afternoon with a high of around 50, up to 56 with some more showers on Thursday. A little colder for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then back to the 50s next week with more shower chances as we head towards St. Patrick's Day and the first day of spring.
We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned.